Tuesday. I keep wanting to call it Monday because of the Christmas holiday on Monday, which feels like a Sunday. So I hear the traffic going by, stuff picking up. I'm going to do some window shopping at New Seasons Market. I have been drooling over all these foods, and I got my dehydrator. Oh, I hope I don't have anything in my teeth. I have my dehydrator going. Let's see, they have this mushroom jerky, but it's $8.79. I think it was more at Grocery Outlet. Or was that? Let's see. Satisfying the umami taste. Let's see if I can zoom in on the... So, dried shiitake, mushrooms, water, avocado oil, organic coconut sugar, Himalayan pink salt, and chia seeds. I don't even know if this is... raw. It's dehydrated. Oh, this is a family recipe from Malaysia. Updated recipe that uses simple ingredients. So this, I thought this was on Shark Tank, guys. I saw Shark Tank in my area about, what, a month or 6 weeks or something, 2 months ago. I should have gone. I don't know. I always have so many ideas, so that's part of the issue. Why do I have so many ideas? But yet I can't seem to pull it together, you know, like, available December 23rd. Let's change the date. It's the same price all day. I don't think I'm really going to get this. I'm just playing with this, guys. Why is it not? It's not letting me click on anything. Within 2 hours. It's not letting me click on anything. Maybe they don't have any. It's so weird. It's not letting me click on any times. Maybe they don't have any available. Let's refresh the page and see what happens. So this is not the 23rd, guys. There we go. Refresh it. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. Oh, they don't even... Yeah, there's no way to click on a time at all. So maybe it's all full. It's not. It said as soon as possible before. Now it just says 2 to 4 tonight. Oh, I just selected it for you. That's crazy. Alright, so today's Tuesday. Excuse me. They have the apple barbecue, the zesty Thai, and the teriyaki. One of these has tapioca or something. Let's see what that is. What is this? The Thai? Seasonings. I think the Thai would be okay too. Maybe. Sometimes seasonings aren't what you think. It does have citric acid, which is probably from corn. I'm just gonna, oh, I already had, it looks like custom amount. What? Let's see. And you never know if these are, if you order something from a store online, if that old packaging is an old recipe or not. Oh. But again, I'm window shopping. Let's say raw vegan, see what happens. Oh, I found a raw cheese called something something. 2 words, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, they have the kale chips. These are good too. I'm like, the store, oh, it's really close. You get to pay $3.99 for shipping. I'm not gonna get anything. What did I say? Oh, those crackers. Oh, those are so good. They don't have anything. Oh, they have lollipop, or not lollipops, candy canes. Was $11.29. Man, what is the world come to? They're on sale. $5.69. Yum Earth. I wonder what's the difference. Let's see what. So 50 cents a piece. For like $1 a piece. Gluten free. Is that the only difference? Organic candy canes. Wow. Brown rice syrup. Natural peppermint with colors, fruit and vegetable. Organic cane sugar. So it's basically sugar with peppermint flavor. Radish, apple, and blackcurrant. Mmm. It sounds weird. Oh my god. I could have got some candy canes. The wing cover is pretty much out. Oh, here's the same ones in a box. 19 cents each for a little one. Oh, that's expensive. That's fruit turkey. I already have so much of that. Oh my gosh. Bragg Nutritional Yeast is now $9.29 each. Gosh. I remember it was like $4. Oh, here's something. Cashew butter is on sale for $17.49 is the sale price. I ain't going nowhere. Guys, I'm staying right here. Gonna drool over this. Look, it's raw audacious peanut butter chocolate chip dessert. Mmm. I don't eat chocolate, but I'm about to see. What is that? There's no picture. Yum. Raw audacious. Dry roasted peanuts. Why is it called raw audacious? It's got dry roasted peanuts and mostly cashews. Weirdness. Let's go to Vitacost. I think I'm gonna make some. It's hard for me to find stuff. I did bring a lavender roll-on. I think I'm gonna make like what you call? It's hard. I think I'm gonna make let's see. Do I have? I'm trying to think of what kind of container. I guess it doesn't matter because I can use a baggie if I have to. A solve or a moisturizer or a hair product or a oil for my nails or essential oil or spray. I meant to bring some spray bottles. I should have brought some out here. Actually, I did mean to. Oh shoot! I should have brought some spray bottles. That's okay. I bring clutter back and forth. I can send them in the mail. Like, did I have any gift cards to that place? This is getting old fast. I'm getting really anxious looking at this stuff online. Because I got a bunch of kale right now going into the, why does this keep kicking me out? Going into the strainer, you call it. So I rinsed it. And I have, some cauliflower that I don't know if it's turned black or not, but I went through the broccoli, so that's pretty much gone. I did set some aside in the fridge, but it's been dehydrated, some with nut butter and some without, and it's pretty much shrunk. No, whatever's left has been eaten or it's been shrunk down. So I had to use parchment paper, so I'm making my own foods. If I didn't spend money or buy anything, I have a little bit of food coming on Friday. Today's Tuesday, so get through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and part of Friday. I have plenty of nuts, plenty of kale, cauliflower, condiments, big old thing of olive oil, which I don't know, it's kind of 2 years old. What else? Oh, fruit. Lots of these. And lots of these. With lots of lemons. I can make lemonade. And then I have, I do have a little bit of nut butter. If I want to do, I have a little bit of bottled water. I have a Berkey filter that I can clean out. I have a juicer. I was gonna make wheatgrass, grow wheatgrass. I could juice some of these oranges. I don't want to. I don't have any carrots. I don't think. I could get some carrots and juice them, but and then save the pulp and make something. But I'll probably do that when I go back to homestead number 2. What was that? I was gonna look up. Oh, Vita Cost. I was like, wait, let's go to the New Seasons one. If I was like, why is it called raw if it's not? Let's put in kelp noodles. Something told me never to buy these again, so I'm not even gonna look it up. I cannot live without these zucchini. Oh, I have stuff to make my pasta. Something told me not to ever buy it again. Do you think I can listen to that still small voice? It's spelled zucchini wrong. Alright, I'm telling you guys. And I have one serving, if I put vegetables in, I can fit it in this bowl. One little scoop left. Ooh, $2.38 each for the zucchini. The heck? So we're going to do the zucchini that's already in there. I'm going to go dehydrate it. But I was putting fake cheese on the zucchini. Cheap cashew cheese with homemade. I don't have any fresh basil, but I don't do well with fresh basil. And homemade pasta sauce raw. Sun-dried tomato soaked, rinsed. They're sun-dried in water, not in oil. Soaked, rinsed. I was saving the soak water because people said they're making recipes with it. And then regular tomato, which I have 3 that have been in there for a week. Come in. Hello? What else? Oh, the crackers, guys. I had these crackers on my salad, on my nachos. Pecan, coraza, however you say that, pecan meat. Nachos with nacho sauce, tomato, just layered like the meat, and I think the sauce, and then the white stuff that looks, oh, it's like a cheese, vegan raw cheese sauce with a very white sour cream looking sauce, and then tomatoes, I think guacamole, like diced tomatoes, guacamole, and then red onion. The onion was kind of overpowering. The first day I gobbled this stuff down, but it comes with these like Dorito looking things. Spicy. I have a couple of these left. I found some in the fridge. I had 4 packs of these, by the way. And I didn't eat them all with the snack. So I still have a few of these left. I'm not going to starve, guys. I think I ate my watermelon. Salvaged. I had to throw a couple pieces away. But I was like, if in doubt, like, pre-cut watermelon. I feel like I could use like some frozen blueberries. I think it's because I'm hot and thirsty. So drink some more water. I have the last of this bottle of water that's been here who knows how long. Like a gallon. So I have the last. I'll drink that right here in a minute. And then I got 1 or less than 1. I think I have 1.5 arrowheads. So that's going to be for my tea. I have plenty of honey. I have everything I need. I had 3 zucchini. 1 is completely floppy. I don't know where the other one is. And then 1 I cut up and cut the edges off of some of it. Thought I bought another vegetable. So I need to clean the fridge. I need to remake the Rice Krispie treats. So I got a generic bag and a big bag. And with my partner, I used a bunch of the Rice Krispies and most of I was supposed to use a whole pack of marshmallows. So I was like, wait a second. This generic pack of marshmallows was like 2.5 times what I used 4 cups. I measured it. So I'm like, is my measuring cup too small? But I will I didn't clean the pan. I'll clean the pan and probably just remake that. Potentially make cookies and Cornish hens. And then I had to check the dates on some sour cream. I threw away the butter that said used by 6/2023, and there's another pack that says like just 1/4 that says used by 3 or something, 2023. So I gotta throw that away. I don't think they're in the freezer. I almost feel like I should have saved the 6 one, but it's already done. But I should have just threw away the 2023, the winter one. But again, I needed to ask, what's this in the freezer? And then God. So I need to make a list. Replace butter, the cereal, and the milk. Or, I don't need it today. We have enough for today. This is supposed to be a no-spend season. I'll say butter. I would have put on the bottom here a shower cap. And I think maybe I'll put a question mark, AAA batteries. And what else was the household item? Paper towels, toilet paper. I have a regular roll of my paper towels, toilet paper, deodorant, soap. I need to look for these. So I'm gonna put it on the bottom. Dish or hand towels. Regular towels. Plenty of washcloths. And then I was considering getting some more leggings. I'll just wash mine. Or I might not wash them today because I might just wear them. I should have brought another pair of leggings. I almost did, but the suitcase was getting full and I was tired of it. And heavy. I could have put 15 more pounds. I could have brought a couple books. But this suitcase is broken, by the way, so I don't know what to do. I have everything I need. If I was in an abandoned cabin somewhere, I would be just like, I wouldn't starve. We would have to drink the tap water, run the filter, or run the filter. Not yet though, because there's some other bottles. I'm just giving you an inventory. There's too much information. Let's see. Yarn. Some of the stuff I can just look for, but I still have my craft. I think I want to go down and get it and just crochet. I gotta be creative. There's no plastic bags in this town. In Homestead too. So I kind of miss filling all the trash cans up with bags. Now there's a box of bags that you can buy. Which, I mean, that was one time used. At least the other one's at least 2 times used. I would like reuse a bag. If it had meat or something weird, funky, leaky in it, like milk, well, I would immediately put that in the bathroom. If it was really nasty, I would throw it away. If it's just like sticky or something, or go around all the trash cans, the little trash cans, and dump stuff and just throw it away. And not recycle it. They could have recycled it. It's dirty. No, it's just like wet kale or something. I think I would go and reuse it right away, or have it set there. I would tie it in a knot if I was going to reuse it for so-called clean stuff. You put cereal and stuff, it's not necessarily clean, but say I was going to bring a bunch of these oranges, big lunch, put some stuff in one bag, put everything in a bigger bag, maybe some drink, maybe even a thermos, maybe reusable containers with like frozen blueberries. They're going to thaw and get wet, so if something leaks, I'd have like maybe a bread bag inside of a plastic bag, which often they had holes in them, and then put a bunch of paper towels in there, inside and outside. Put that in my lunch sack. Take that with me to where I'm going. If the bag is still clean, at the end of the day, reuse it the next time, and the next time, and the next time. It starts to get kind of funky, which normally you'd feel like washing and using something new would be clean. If it's a certain way, say I have some old greasy something I need to clean out, take that bag that I used to use 5 times plus the time I brought it home from the store, and then take the newspaper, paper towels, and dump the greasy stuff in, tie it up, throw it in the trash. Okay, fine. It's going in the landfill. But it got used a bunch of times. If I don't have plastic bags, and I don't use them, I go to the store, save the bags I used before the bag ban, and when I have my cloth bags, I don't have a washer and dryer, so I'm not washing and drying them unless I have to, which actually has some that are nasty. I might end up in the trash, but take those bags and take the plastic bag, and if someone's buying some drippy, bloody ground beef or some eggs, stuff that's gonna be cooked, I eat this. I don't want that dripping on peel. I touch it, whether I wash it or not, and have something be all funky or on my lettuce or whatever. The cooked food is going to be cooked, but if that stuff's dripping in my bag next to my other food, so I'll try to bring some plastic bags so I can put either frozen food that's going to get everything else wet in the plastic bag, and then maybe get home and turn it inside out, hang it from a hook or a drawer knob, and do the meats and stuff in the plastic bag. What I used to do before the bag ban also was put that plastic bag in the bottom of the fridge, hopefully on a glass shelf, and that way, if it drips out, which I've had happen too many times, way too many times, like I have meat, blood dripping all over everything, because then you have the vegetable drawers under that. I mean, they should make a meat drawer on the bottom and a vegetable drawer, and then another drawer, fruit drawer, because that middle drawer I used to use as a meat drawer or something, but it's like a snack drawer, so I put like cheese and lunch meat and cream cheese and stuff in there. Oh my gosh, it's too complicated. If I was a wild animal, I'd just scavenge or wouldn't worry about containers. Maybe I would, in a different way than I had plenty of trash in Queen Anne's County that the animals pecked away at plastic bags and containers to get what they could out of the inside. This is a boring video. It gives me a headache though. And people were really like, we gotta get rid of plastic bags. And then people talked about paper bags. We gotta pay for a paper bag. And then they go to the store and say they went to the store and there was no bags. They're putting on Facebook, there's no bags. And people laugh like you're supposed to bring your own. Or buy one. Like buy a reusable bag. There's no paper bags available. Self-checkout. I don't even know anymore. And paper bags tear up easily. They can be reused. They can be recycled. So can the plastic bags. Why not have more recycling stations for plastic bags? Or have people reuse them for their dog mess or whatever if they don't have holes in them. Like, why? When I would ride the bus with my kids were falling asleep, those handles on the plastic bag walking around in Portland in the rain at all hours of the day and in the dark evening, those plastic bags were wonderful. And I remember, again, when people had been using reusable bags, that Girl Scout trooper, they got deathly ill because something contaminated their food, and they believe it was from the reusable bag that had some salmonella, I don't even know what kind of bacteria on the bags. I've been using reusable bags for a while. So between being a member of People's Co-op and having the People's Co-op had reusable everything and tear weight. I do appreciate that. You can tear weight your container and go buy bulk. You're not paying for a jar or for a big old sack. Like, I got a bunch of big old sacks from organic produce sacks from Nordstrom. I was passing those out with my family on Christmas. I had the mesh ones and I have they're both great. They're all great. All the solid ones. I like those actually. We used to use we used to take washcloths and sew them together when we were in Girl Scouts, and then we would wash our dishes, and then we would dunk the sack in boiling water, and then hang it up. So I guess we'd clean it off, wash it with soapy water, and then dunk it to sterilize it. And then we'd hang it up on the shelter thingy to dry. And that way every girl we had our own mess kit. Didn't share, had our own. Well, we had to bring our own mess kit with the cups and the silverware. I don't know if I had a cup. I think I was using my brother's. I had like a. I feel like they had plastic cups. I have one here. I'm gonna go look for it. Bring your mess kit around everywhere you go. You know some. Oh, I found some MREs, by the way. I sold them at Winco. And I don't know if they still do. And not Mountain House, but just the brown covered ones. They're probably expired. Peanut butter and brownies and cheese with crackers separate. I think the crackers are separate. Cheese packets. And then I have some of those heat. I never used them, where you put water in it and then it heats it up, and you put the food pack inside of that and it heats up the MRE. You can't take them on planes, as some of the MREs have the heat as part of it. Like that. But I feel like the ones you buy in the grocery store aren't the military. They're not even supposed to be able to have the military ones. So I should smell that Yankee Candle. What else? I had a first aid kit, or a emergency kit from the Red Cross. I want to look for that. I had like water in like a foil plastic pouch. What else? What to do with the lead acid battery? That probably won't ever charge again, 2 of them. So we had to figure out what to do with those. And I got a big bottle of hand sanitizer that's in like a liquor bottle. That's when they were converting the liquor to hand sanitizer. I got a big bottle of that I don't want. I really don't want. It's a fire hazard. I don't know what to do with it. What else? I wonder if you can clean with it. I don't want it. Ooh, I don't want the fumes. I wonder if I could clean the floor with it without the floor dissolving, like the fake linoleum. Like, oh no. I'm gonna look that up, by the way. What else? I gotta get over being sick. I think that's the biggest thing, because you hear these people that are sick, and then they are better, and then they end up in the hospital and died. Like, they had complications. It's kind of similar to any kind of virus that somehow turns into bacterial pneumonia. Excuse me, you start with a viral infection, and then you end up with a bacterial. It's like, where you're susceptible to that. Excuse me. Where you're susceptible to that. Because you were already sick and inflamed. So I'm gonna do some chilling out, because I got about an hour to do that, and hopefully get my tea soon, because I start getting fidgety without it. And I will think of another topic. I have a lot of ideas, because besides thinking about this special food, I'm gonna make food for other people and be creative about it, because I don't have a lot. And I don't do like I used to do when I used to get paid jobs and not be in so much debt, where I could go to the store and get a cart full of food and get the vegetables, the snack stuff, the chips, the lunch stuff, and I could put together some breakfast stuff, lunch stuff, dinner stuff. And now it's just like not. It's not financially possible for me to do that, but it's convenience and fatigue, and if I'm making food for other people that I don't eat, I need nourishment to have the energy to be doing all the cooking and cleaning that comes along with that. And what do I do to contain, even if it's half a banana every 3 hours. Like, there's got to be some kind of thing. Let's put that on there. This is my virtual shopping list. I might go to this store. Actually, I don't want to. There's something telling me never to eat that. This is 36 cents each? What in the world? Each banana? Whatever. What else? What else was I looking for? Oh, the raw cheese. Let me see if I can find this again. I think they had it at just raw vegan Safeway or grocery outlet. It might be open already on here. Tree line. That's what it's called. This is. I'm just gonna end up getting a blender out and making my own. I'm not gonna put any acidophilus in it. Let's see if they have it. They don't have tree line. Nuts for cheese, unbelievable. Or leavable, unbelievable. Or it popped up tree line, but it. So somewhere in town has it. And the ingredients look pretty clear. I don't know if it's raw vegan. Ooh, here's a cashew milk mozzarella. Wow, they have a lot of different stuff since I was trying to do vegan cheese in the past, and it was ridiculous. Oh, this has rice in it. Oh, because of the miso. Oh, snap. And it has raw sugar cane. Ooh, this looks good, though. Ooh, one of our teachers brought in brie, and it was the first time that I had it. Wow. Guys. Cooked brie with, what did we have with it? Little breads? I'm sure tons of people are like, yeah, that's a normal food. It wasn't for me, guys. It changed my life. I remember making it for my kids. I don't know if they eat it. But I think later on they did, like, cashew, or not cashew. Not spinach dip. Oh, that sounds so good. Spinach dip, white bean dip. Oh my god. I learned that. We used to have to bring food to our clinic shifts. And we had to take turns bringing food. So that's how I learned about some food. Somebody brought chocolate covered ants. I did not eat those. I'm so sorry, but was I a vegan by then? I'm sure. I don't think I was eating meat. Maybe I was. Chocolate covered ants, chocolate covered grasshoppers. Legit. Most people were eating them. So I missed out. I mean, I'm sure I can go to the store right now and get some if I really wanted, but I don't eat chocolate anymore, so I just have to eat it with coconut sugar. What is that other? Not bean dip, not guacamole. Artichoke dip. I learned that. We used to have potlucks at my weight loss meeting. My weight loss groups. Man, some of that food, it's like, no wonder we need help with our weight. That stuff was good. Rich and hearty. Artichoke dip. Oh, I had never had it, and I was just like, I didn't even use a recipe, I don't think. I came home and started making that. I don't know, what did I put in? Sour cream, cheese, I don't even know what I put in there. Artichoke, oh, there's something about that. It was Italian. So I'm gonna go, speaking of Italian, I'm gonna go watch Leave Everything in Wonder. I like to talk about other groups on YouTube, and sometimes I decide I don't want to watch these people anymore, certain people, because they say something that I disagree with. So that AB camping is like, oh, we can't have this cancel culture. We can't have it where someone says something we don't like and you cancel them. Here's the thing. There's a difference between saying, certain racist groups should have the same right of speech as Black Lives Matter, different other groups of people standing for peace and solidarity and equal rights. I don't think there's a problem with, this is my opinion, giving your opinion or saying maybe that someone's white supremacist and they believe that. The problem becomes where harm is done and certain ideas are spread where people are getting beaten up and shot and killed, and besides that are not getting jobs that they qualify for, or people are teaching people to don't trust this whole group of persons. So again, people have a right to have a club that's not causing harm, because in the past in this country it did cause harm. People didn't have consequences for killing and castrating other people because of race. Not because they did something, not because you were in a fist fight at a bar, but because of the race, because they are walking around black. So when I think about harm being done versus opinions being spoken and ideas, and if you're a mayor or a school superintendent or a teacher, pastor, and you belong to a group that's causing harm, that's a problem. I mean, I can choose not to go to your business. Maybe I can't. Maybe my kid has to go to your school. And maybe my kid's treated badly because there's this pride in having power and control because of your ideas and your position of power. So that's where it becomes a civil rights thing, not an opinion. We're canceling, oh, somebody raped somebody and got convicted of it and all the evidence is there. They shouldn't be canceled. Cancel culture. Well, you know what? Somebody was harmed. And when you continue to say that this is okay, which people do anyways, then other people get the idea that it's okay for me to harm someone else and get away with it. And that I'm not going to be canceled. There's no consequence. There's no jail time. There's no, hey, you can't promote this on ABC. No, not ABC, but, blah, 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 social media. But why should this criminal behavior that breaks the law, be tolerated? And people need to look up the definition of woke. I know there's the older definition, which is the one I think about most, and then there's the newer one that I believe doesn't support, the anti-woke doesn't support the civil rights laws and things that can support harm to individuals and groups and organizations and pain, oppression, suffering. And some people like that. But they shouldn't be allowed to spread that. They shouldn't be allowed to spread the behavior. If they're going to have a club every Saturday and they're going to talk about it and keep their hands to themselves, I don't even like that, but that's their club. If I have my club doing something with compassion, then that's my club. Medical compassion. But it's not my choice. I'm not in charge. I don't make the rules. But I think what people need to open their eyes and get the truth and realize that there's certain things set up because it's not okay for me to walk down the street and be hung from a tree just because I'm black and I'm going to the store to get milk for my kids. Like people support that, then I have to block. It's my choice. And I mean, some people will laugh, say, "Oh, that's how we cleanse it." They'll laugh. So going from food to talking about this, so I cannot support that other channel. So I'm gonna go finish watching the Leave Everything You Wonder. Everyone I watch on YouTube could have thoughts that I disagree with, and sometimes I still watch with a grain of salt. But people become the more you watch, the more you engage, the more that YouTube pushes them up in the algorithm so they can have more people be recommended this channel in channels. And why is this not charging? I feel like something weird's going on. That was weird. It wasn't charging. I think that as a human being, I don't want to cause harm to a human being. If someone's causing harm to me and my family, I want to stop it. I don't want to lose my life because I didn't defend myself. But otherwise, if I don't agree with you on your side of the street and I'm on my side of the street, I want to just mind my business and pick up my side of the street and get away from what I don't like. So hopefully on the next video I can talk about some ideas about my multi-location clinic services. And come in. So hey, I'm back. So I have some ideas about the business, and I gotta figure something out with this ridiculous notary loan signing. I always said to just finish this clinic stuff and get a handle on that, and then kind of have that as a. I don't mind it if I am directly doing notarizations, but working under someone and people aren't paying and all kinds of errors and stuff, that's a whole nother mess. That, I mean, you could spend days and weeks going, like, you could get paid $50 to drive 40 minutes away one way, sit there for 2, 3, 4 hours, come back. I mean, I could use that $55 right now, but you're also putting yourself at that fee. Could mean that something was missing that's nothing to do with you. We have to go back, and they're not going to pay you anymore because you already missed the opportunity to negotiate. Okay, I won't put that in my mind. Something told me to keep that notary stuff and keep the certifications I took. I mean, keep the insurance. It's very expensive what I just did, but I got everything in December. Yeah, it's the beginning of the month, or the end of November. Actually, I got to upload the certificate. Keep my certifications. Keep my medical license. I got a medical license in Washington. I had like 4 times. 0 patients. Absolutely not smart. But as far as supporting other YouTube channels, if I don't like them, sometimes I still watch their channel. Unfortunately, because I take it with a grain of salt about the idea of, like, if we are all in a bunch of groups and there's a disaster and none of us agree on anything, religion, parenting style, marital status, politics, but we're in a neighborhood and there's a disaster or there's an invasion, my mind says, hey, we could be like that every day, either individually, as a group, as a nation, as like a pandemic versus what's the other demic, where it's like just one nation, not the whole world, wars, non-wars. I feel like my mind would say, drop the differences and let's barter. You have clean water, you have stuff to make heat and fire, you have food and nourishment, and you have, I don't know, shelter. I feel like I want to come together. But what you have to know about people that don't support what you're doing is, will they gang up on you, or one individual harm me or take what I have and kick me out with nothing, so I can't even barter with what I have and say, hey, I didn't like her politics, so let's just use and abuse. Like, that's what I don't like. But my mind doesn't have a problem putting down differences, but I've been naive and manipulated and endangered over and over in my life because I'm like, can't we all just get along? And trying to respect other people's differences and be very inclusive and accommodating, but not getting the same treatment back. Then it makes it harder when people say, why don't you hang out with these people? Why don't you hang out in the war zone? Well, I'm not required to hang out in a war zone. That would be my choice. And why? I've already been there and survived it more than once. Why would I go out and risk, like people look at me like, oh, if people are racist to you, it's up to you to go out and be a sitting duck. Or if someone is exploiting you in the church for any kind of money that you bring in at all. I want a refund, guys. But if I don't get retributions, if I don't get refunds, if I don't get someone else to make amends or apologize. What I need to do, like, shame on you, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. I've been fooled dozens of times. It's time for me to keep saying, shame on me, you need to stop. Other people will tell me to do stuff that they would never do. And I have to remember that they're thinking, like, are they along the lines of, put that lady in the front of the line for the army and let her get battered. And then when the path is clear and the enemy is destroyed and most of the front line destroyed, then the people in the back can say, oh, look at this wonderful village that we can now inhabit. And it's like, read your history books, what did they do with the black soldiers, what did they do with this group of people? They put them in the front lines, and anybody can be in the front lines now. It's scary. Some people can volunteer. My dad tried to do, someone tried to tell me it wasn't true. My dad tried to do a kamikaze type mission in the Air Force, and they pulled him aside and said, we're not going to let you do that. I think it was because he had a wife and a kid. I think he had the family at that time. They're like, we can't send you on this kind of mission, And any kind of mission during war, or not even during war, is potential for, but that one was really high risk. So I think what I have to do, I hate how I say, hey, that person told you to go play chicken on the front of the highway. No, they're not going to be doing it, and even if they were, don't do it. And so I feel guilty for days and weeks and months because someone else is like, you need to just do this, do that, do this, do that. And it's not like somebody's like, hey, let's go stand up for rights of birthing people in hospitals. Like, let's go stand arm in arm with our signs and let's sit and plan what letters we're going to write. Like something where it's going to help someone else and save people and give you an outlet for what you're devote your energy to. These people also aren't standing up. Like, no, I don't. Like, you should do that. Do you care about it? Well, maybe, but I'm not going to do anything about it. That's their choice. But I don't have to feel guilty if I want to support births, hospitals. Hey, I'm a doctor, and I see pediatric patients, and I deliver babies, and I assist on births, and I'm a doula. Like, hey, why don't I fine-tune my businesses and get myself out there so that it'd be like if I was really wealthy and I could help one person at a time, what my path brings me to. And not everybody has to help a whole group of people at a time. But in the process of helping an individual at a time, you can still sign up for stuff, and you can still speak, and you can still share your knowledge and statistics. But sometimes in my mind, it's good everybody takes their part. And for me, I'm an outside the box, unique, eccentric person. And I feel like it's like shining a light in the middle of the room. There's a lot of darkness at the corners, a lot of dust, a lot of stuff that doesn't get seen and forgotten about and invisible. Like The Invisible People. It's another YouTube channel. I don't know if it was a dream or someone else's dream or a story or a TV, but there was something where there was a stage and there was all these lights. I think it was with the person I was dating before my partner. I feel like there was certain people and the light, was it that person? The light was shining on us or something, but there was like other women and the other lights, and I don't know. That just came to mind, and if I get like a deja vu or memory of a dream from like 5 years ago, like I feel like I need to stop everything and talk about it. But I felt like what the light showed and what the other person decided on didn't match up. I had more than one dream or vision about this, and even a spiritual, meditative intense, spiritual, unexplainable interaction of shoulda, woulda, couldas. So, and what resulted was a different path that, I'm trying to think of a science fiction movie where they're going from point A to B, like on Star Wars, and the planet has been destroyed. And now that was that part, plan A is destroyed. So now you got to go to plan B or formulate a plan B. So I feel like my current relationship feels like that was actually meant to be, even though it's like who's the guy? Not Ishmael. Who's the other guy? Abraham and the guy who was obedient when he took his son up to the sacrificial mountain, and he was obedient, and he planned to trust in his higher power to do this heartbreaking thing. And right when he did everything obedient, then God said, okay. It's kind of like I was testing you to see how obedient, like Job, how obedient you would be and how you would remain. And so the guy, like, didn't have to go through with it, but he went up to that point. So that's how I feel like, because then we always sung that song, Father Abraham. I don't even know if that's the same song. But anyway, so talking about some spiritual things and stuff that, with dreams and memories and feelings and people saying things, their own everything, house, brain, mind, everything. And I'm really grateful for stuff like that. I can't explain it very well, but I felt I just needed to share it with you because it was in real time, and just like dreams are, it's just, oh, I can see it, visualize it, but it's dissipating. It's not understandable, and you want to like a TV program, you want to rewind it and be like, wait, right there, what happened? What did I miss? I'm gonna go and get something to drink, or I don't know. I gotta do something. I'm restless. I gotta move around and get on with my day. It's cloudy. It's wintertime. It's cozy. I got some work to do that I don't want to do, and since it's actually Tuesday, I got stuff that I gotta do before Friday, and probably by tomorrow. So my throat starts hurting. I don't agree with myself. But if anything, I'm gonna print something that I need. Actually, I might not need to print it. I could just do it digitally. I got a form that I need to fill out, and I had all this stuff in Homebase 2, and I need to figure out how to get this information and fill out this form and get it to my medical board here. And then I need to do a CLIA waived for this location, and I need to set up like a CLIA waived for DC. I definitely need one here. I actually need to see if I can get one through DC. I think I've been looking stuff up, but I have a notebook. I need to do a digital notebook too that has the so I type stuff and put them in folders and then print it out and put it in a binder. I have some standard operating procedures too here that I can look through because I need to look for some paperwork and stuff for insurance so I can get it. The people can look at these forms and then call their insurance company and get the information. So I think that will help with a lot of different people. But yeah, it's been pretty uneventful. It's been pretty restful. I have, fingers crossed, not been coughing that much, but I was really cold being downstairs a lot yesterday, but it was kind of fun because I got some different views on life, different surroundings around me, different foods, and different just views out the window. And I feel like that can help you stretch your mind or help you go back to what dreams and hopes you had and how you can make those come to fruition. Like, it might not, but I guess strive for that. And I was watching the Chris Rock and the Tarot, Men Upon Tarot has a I don't know if it's, they had like a club, they're sending emails and they had some special videos, and I don't know if it's, I haven't really been catching up on it, but trying to make growth, and I think some of it's for digital content, but I want to go and look at some more of this stuff, because I really like these life lessons, and again, taking it with a grain of salt, and they said something that my partner didn't like, but it was for my sign, so I was like, you know what, I can agree, and so, and it sounded harsh. So, well, this message was for me. Yours probably doesn't have this, and sometimes people like that are doing tarot and stuff, they're not necessarily giving opinions, they're just saying what's coming to mind when they open their minds. So I would like to tap into that more. My old church used to not allow you to open your mind and allow thoughts to come in, and then I go to another Christian organization where pretty much the whole thing is silent meditation, and it's still the same background, but one made me feel guilty for doing that, or doing yoga, or attending as a patient in Chinese medicine. But I'm going to do what I can. That would be something too, if I could get some acupuncture. I'm going to let you know, guys. I'm going to let you know. I got to live my life, and I got to use what resources I have, even if it's credit, to get to where I need to be so that I can have income. Again, I get so little money that I'll scrape together enough. If I was a shoe store person, open up the shoe store, put the sign out front, have the bank account, have the cash register, but the customers come in and there's no shoes. Or there's one pair of shoes. And they're like, well, you have this great business, everything's set up, we saw your ad, we saw this, you're signed up with the Chamber of Commerce, why don't you have the product, or why don't you have enough product? And it's like, until you can go and get a loan or figure out how to fill your store with shoes, and then keep doing that, you're not going to be able to make a penny. You're just going to be spending money for your light bill and for your employees and for your business licenses and all that stuff. Which I think I missed a deadline for my business license. Oop. There was like a program. There's only so much I can do, especially when I get sick. Bye, guys. Hang in there. It is still holiday season, but life is starting to speed back up again.